everyone. It's the James the Great Show
with
Vegas.
Hey, so
That's my bird.
Yeah, we're recapping week 8 of
The Amazing Race.
And oh my gosh, they went to Croatia?
They went to Croatia, and guess who gets eliminated?
Oh, watch to find out. The morning edition.
Yes. I'm Ryan Seacrest, and this is...
Kelly Ripa?
Yeah, rip one, Kelly.
I weigh like 50 pounds too much to be Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, you are. She is tiny.
Oh yeah, so we're recapping the Amazing Race week 8.
Week 8. How many contestants remain? 6?
There were 6 teams remaining.
Who will be eliminated?
Next. Okay, so they were in Switzerland and they flew to Split, Croatia.
Oh my gosh, I want to go to Split, Croatia.
Ooh, it was beautiful.
The beaches. Oh my gosh, they wear Speedos on those beaches. The beaches are amazing. They probably have loud birds like the one in my living room right now too.
I know.
I don't know if you can hear her. Maybe.
I can. So this was one of the first ones we've seen where there's airport drama.
Yes.
Booking flights. It's been a while.
That's been yes, but this airport drama was really great.
So Tyler and Corey and my 2 guys,
Brett and Chris,
got on the very first flight out, the earliest flight arrival.
Yeah.
No problems.
No problems. They booked with a nice lady. It was great.
And then shortly after that, the next series, the rest of the team showed up, and that flight was booked.
Yes, and they had to go either through Hungary or somewhere else.
Yeah, I think they were all German cities,
Oh,
Dusseldorf and Munich and somewhere else. So anyway, everyone else, so they're lined up the counter. There's 2 people taking tickets. There's our team was in one of them. Some unfortunate regular person was with the other one.
What do you mean?
Was standing to get tickets from the ticket counter.
Oh, yeah.
And then Victor and Nicole and Team Fun were there.
Yes.
And they queued up in 2 separate lines for the 2 separate things. Now, when Victor and Nicole walked up, when Team Fun walked up, Victor and Nicole goes, there's one line.
Yeah.
And
That's smart to say, though. I thought that was smart to say.
But Team Fun goes,
I would agree.
No, there's
There's 2 different people, so there are 2 different lines. I don't know. What do you thought? What were your thoughts on that?
Well, I actually, in the past, have looked this up. And etiquette is you go to and stand in the line instead of 1 queue unless there's signage there to say it's 1 queue.
Oh, okay. Well, I can agree with that if that's the etiquette.
So
I didn't know. I was with Nicole like, hey, there's one line and you came after us, so you get to go after we go.
But what happened after that is one of the ladies that Victor and Nicole were standing on, she goes, oh, I'm on my break.
And she was serious about her break. She was like, I am on my break. And they're like, please, it's just us. No, bye.
The Swiss enjoy their breaks, is what I wanted.
Is that what you found out?
Maybe she was going to go get some hot chocolate.
Oh, what's that song? Oh.
What, little lady ooh.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Little lady ooh.
Wow, we should go on a yodeling tour.
Maybe that'll be a challenge. Well, I guess we're out of Switzerland, so no.
So it hosed Victor.
Oh, I like that. Nicter.
It hosed them on getting on the flight. They were going to get in several hours later than everyone else.
Right.
But they decided to go on standby on a flight through Dusseldorf. And
that was the same flight as Tyler and Corey, wasn't it?
They landed 10 minutes later.
Oh.
Yeah, so they... You're very excited about that.
I didn't know that. I kind of was I thought I was watching closely. But
so you had the first 2, they landed by 11:20. Then Nicole and Victor landed at 11:30. Okay. And then the other 3 teams landed at 12:30.
Oh, that's all?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were like, we have an hour layover, they said. Did you hear
right. That's when right. So it added another hour. So they're like almost 2.5 hours behind them.
Wow. Okay, that's scary to be that far behind.
So the first thing the teams that landed together had to do was go get a beverage and take
6 cocktails to the group of 6 people and pick up your gnome.
The roaming gnome.
The roaming gnome. I gnome What did he say? Tyler and Corey said something so funny.
Well, you can tell they're relaxed to do the rhythm again because it was all puns. They were doing puns the whole time.
Yes, he was.
So it was nice.
Yeah, I
enjoyed
like
it.
them.
That took them to this really cool cave church that's carved inside of a mountain, into the side of a mountain. And they got their clue to the detour.
Put a piece of bread on it, rolled it up the cave church, and then
Right.
they had to choose between these two things that were like the bane of the existence of this episode.
So Chris and Brett get there first. Tyler and Corey are slightly behind them.
Right?
And then I think Victor and Nicole, didn't they cross paths at the church?
They did.
Yeah. So the one of them was Poetry in Motion, where you're on this huge raft behind a huge boat.
And you had to memorize a huge poem. Like bumping up and down. It felt like it was at least 12 lines.
Oh, at least, yeah.
At least.
And so you had to memorize that while you're being thrown around on this raft, and then go to the poet and recite it perfectly.
Yes.
The other side was washed in from the ocean. It was to use while
Snorkeling
snorkeling.
equipment. Yeah.
You had to use this little bitty metal detector and find 5 coins and a goblet.
That seemed easiest in my mind. That's what I would have chosen. Because
I-
I'm not the best at memorizing that well.
I know, but my thing is when it comes down to finding stuff, it's always
The worst. Like,
impossible.
stay away from the needle in the haystack.
Right. Remember they had the one with the big haystack and they had to unroll them all.
Yes.
And
Or the one at
freaked
the
out.
beach with the sand and shit was buried. You know. You know.
So yeah, when it's a choice between what's obviously just a time-killing one versus one you have to find something, or an animal one, never do the animal one.
Just suffer through the memorizing like the Afghanimals did. Oh, those poor ding-dongs.
So Chris and Brett are stuck with the coins.
Yes.
Tyler and Corey showed up and they went, forget this. And
They skedaddled and went and memorized.
Right. And Nicole and Victor went and did that.
Yes, which was smart for them.
Right. And so they got through there.
Yeah, that looks so much fun. I kind of want to do that.
I know, it'd be awesome.
Because it doesn't look like you get too wet.
No.
Which, that's a plus for
And
me.
if you enjoy Whiplash, it's perfect.
Yeah, like bouncing around. Bouncing. Come on, Greg. Oh, read the line. The first flight leaves at 20:30. Now, memorize that. That must be hard now that I think about it.
No one did it on the first try. So
Yeah, they all had tries.
So Tyler and Corey and Victor and Nicole got through that.
Mm-hmm.
And our poor guys, Chris and Brett, were just stuck.
They were stuck because they went on that snorkeling thing.
And at such time that Chris and Nicole?
Nicole.
Colin and Nicole. Colin and Nicole showed up.
Christy. Yes, Colin and Christy.
Colin and Christy.
Colin and Christy showed up. And you think Colin's going to finally explode. At least I do.
Yeah, and they go in and they scoop. And they go, guys, how long have you been doing this? Well, see ya. And they laugh.
Yeah.
And
they were so calm this whole trip. He is a new person.
he is.
Because he was a horrible person. Like, he was like an Afghanimal.
Yes. Oh, even worse. Yeah.
He was worse than an
Yeah,
Afghanimal.
he lose explosive temper.
Yes.
And anyway, after a couple of times of Chris and Brett doing that coin, then going and doing the memorization, and then going back to the coin, and then seeing Colin and Christy leave, they were like,
Oh, we better go
we
memorize.
better go do the memorize.
And they did all right.
They did fine. I mean, they took about as long as anyone. So after all of that, they get to Victor and Nicole and Tyler and Corey get to the roadblock,
Right.
which is the
Romans.
soldiers. They identify
Roman
5 of
soldiers.
the 18 where they are hiding under their shields after they move around.
Oh my gosh. So you have to watch 5 move all at the same time. And the best way to do it, we found, was teamwork.
Yeah.
So if another team showed up, you you work together.
Yeah, so Corey and Nicole worked together. They took half, instead of having to watch 18, they watched 9 each.
Yeah.
Talked about it, got it done after like 9 tries.
It takes
It took them a long time because they didn't realize to work together.
until.
Yeah, because Tyler and Corey showed up early. So he was
doing
just
it
did
on
it by
his
himself,
own.
and then she showed up, and after a
And
few
then
times,
he's like, "Hey, do you want to work together right away?" Like,
right,
and
because
she's like, "Sure."
because you know if it came down to foot race, he knew they could run faster than.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's no big deal. And then Becca and Floyd showed up, and Floyd's like, "Oh, I'm used to doing this for marching band because I'm a drum major in high school and college," and sure enough, he did it on first try.
He nails it. Here's the weird thing about them. I think they were in the wrong with the way they bought that ticket, though. Like the way they rolled their eyes and stuff at Nicole.
A little bit.
Like there was something not so fun about them all of a sudden.
Well, Becca has shown she likes to
Hasn't-
compete.
She has an edgy side.
Yeah, we saw it in the first time they ran.
Well, I can't wait to talk about the previews for the next week because it looked like it was Becca and Nicole, like, or somebody.
Just going for it, yeah. And then the Afghanimals and Colin Christie basically showed up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They worked together, knocked it out. And then Chris and Brett finally showed up.
And you can't do that on your own. It's just too hard.
But they didn't show how many times they did it. It made it look like he stood like that and they were hot on the hills.
Well, it's 1 hour show, Greg, so we got to chop it.
And then after they did that, they have to go find in these boats, row across this little inlet and find Phil, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Tyler and Corey won the first place again. I think it's the fourth time.
Yeah, they're doing great.
With Victor and Nicole right behind them.
Yeah, and thank you for catching up. I'm so happy for them because he is such a doll, and she's pretty nice too.
And then Becca and Floyd showed up.
Wait, I'm sorry. Aren't they one of the only teams that hasn't raced before?
They're the only team that. Oh, we'll talk about it in a second.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Exactly.
Okay, Greg's got some music.
So, and after that was Team Fun.
Team Fun
showed up with then Afghanimals and Colin and Christie.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to make it look like it was tight with Chris and Brett and everything else. But if you looked at the sun's way down here when you're talking to Chris and Brett, and the sun's up here when everyone else is there. It's like, there was a big delay.
Gap.
So last eliminated was Chris and Brett. So the 5 teams that are there, 4 Amazing Race teams are there.
Oh, so they just got rid of another Survivor team. So there's only a Big Brother team left.
That's it.
And all Amazing Race teams.
Yeah.
It pays to have experience on this.
On this one, for sure.
That's why I think it's going to be good when they go back to, like, not all these, like, all-star people, like, to go back to just
Regular Joes.
Regular Joes who've never done it before.
Yeah, and you can watch the mistakes and everything.
Yeah, and you can, like, make fun of us like we just made fun of them through a whole video. I miss Rachel!
I don't. It was such a more enjoyable, felt like an Amazing Race episode this week.
It did feel like an Amazing Race and not a Big Brother episode. Yes, you are
There
correct.
was a lot less drama. There was the little thing at the airport.
I like the drama.
But the airport always happens on this show because there's always something weird.
But come on, Switzerland. Not all of you, but that lady in her break. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen on the show.
Yo, peace out. And she walked off.
Like, maybe they're union or something.
Do you think that's staged?
No.
No.
We got a question that, do you think that's staged? And we say no. Do you think no?
If you're Swiss Air, you
don't want that.
You don't want that representing
PR. Do you think people... we have to look at the tweets and see if anybody tweeted to Swiss Air.
Like, what are you thinking?
Why is she so mean? Why are your... What do you call those? Counter?
I always think that the 2 seats or 2 sets of seats that are available for the first to get there, and then it's closed. And it's like, do they have something to do with it, with the Amazing Race, that they make it where, okay, the best times are only available?
Well, they have in the past where they say, the first 5 teams will get on this flight, and the next 5 teams will be on the second flight, that they've reserved blocks or set blocks aside. But I don't know, because when you're getting this close to the end, it's not good drama to have the teams so spread out.
Right. Because
if Victor,
the sun's here and the sun's here.
If Victor and Nicole wouldn't have made that flight and they would have been on the flight that was like 6 hours later,
they probably wouldn't have placed. Well, maybe
they
would.
No.
You think they'd be off?
Yeah. Because there's no drama there. It's like, they're just playing.
Do you think they would have been off the show this week?
Yes.
No. I think they memorized well, and I think they chose correctly. I think Chris and Brett just chose totally incorrectly by going for those underwater things.
Yeah.
That was the bad. That was the biggest mistake of their whole game. And they weren't as boring today to me.
I enjoyed them. They're nice guys.
They're very nice.
Yeah.
They're very nice.
They seem like the regular contestants, not like the all-star
They
contestants.
do seem like regular contestants, but I do like, well, All Stars always have like weird drama and they're like team fun and like, yeah, I guess they're just, everyone's a little extra when they're an All Star. There's some, yeah, it's all right.
Hey now,
It's good TV.
you're an all-star. Get your game on.
Go, play. What do we have next?
Who do you think's gonna win? It's down to 5.
I'm starting to think Colin and Christy or Tyler.
Yeah, if I remember right, I took Tyler and Corey the last time they were out.
You
and
did.
Was horribly disappointed. But
Because they came in third, I believe.
yeah, they came in third. But I will take Tyler and Corey again, and my second choice will be.
Oh, I enjoy Becca and Floyd, even though she's a little edgy. So maybe her competitive spirit will come out in the very end here, and she'll win it.
Yeah, I think Colin and Christy are that dark horse. It depends what the rest of the challenges are.
They have been really blessed, like in so many ways. Like, and it would be really nice if Nicole and Victor won too.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm actually happy with this final.
Oh yeah, I mean, get Leo and Jamal out of there would be great.
Oh, God, are they still in? I need somebody to not like, and they're the ones. You do need someone to not
Oh, yeah,
like.
yeah.
And you need someone to go, oh, God, I hope they miss this. Oh, God, how many times are they doing the poem? Jeez. Like, you need that, though.
The evil, despicable people, I don't mind on there because you need someone. But
Yeah, you do.
But the wine and wine.
Oh, stop it, Greg.
Of
Rachel. Rachel, please watch and like this YouTube. Please like it and comment because, or Alyssa too, either of you, please like it and because I like you, me, and anybody else can like Greg. I like.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Who do you think is going to
Thanks.
win? And hey, we're going to be in different places next week.
Oh, next week I'm in Vegas.
And I'm going to be in California.
Oh,
Hey,
lovely.
And you know the week after that,
Oh yeah.
you're going to be in California, and I'm going to be in Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Connecticut.
What are you doing there?
Working.
Hard for the money.
'Cause-
Hey, do you want to see my bird? That's like.
Is that a euphemism or?
No, I have a bird. Can you bring Vegas over?
She will bite me.
Are you that afraid of her? Because I'll go get her if you're afraid.
I'll do it.
We'll just cut it.
So tell the story about the bird.
No.
Where'd you find the bird?
Yeah.
I found the bird in Las Vegas. It flew into the hotel, which, oh, here she comes, which was mirrored, and she fell into the pool. And my friend Leisha picked up the bird, and we went to the bar. She clipped her wings, and then we were trying to find the owner because she says like a few words, and one of the words is Richard. Like, so if you know a Richard who's missing a cockatiel that looks like this could be Richard's. This could be Richard's that I've had for 8-9 years now.
Doesn't smell.
What, is she not coming?
Not coming to me.
She's not coming.
Oh, she'll come to me. Watch this. Hi.
It's definitely gonna poop on me.
It'll poop.
It's
She
nowhere
gets.
near you.
Sometimes it scares the poop out of them when they're so scared.
Here.
Oh, I'll hold this. This is Vegas. She's saying, oh, cha cha cha, chi chi chi, oh chi chi chi, oh oh. Brrr. Anyway, so I found her in Vegas, and she's really mad right now. Is it because your camera's shy? But I enjoy her, and she enjoys me. I guess
What kind of bird is she again?
cockatiel.
It's nice.
They're deciduous of Australia.
Wow.
So they can go in temperatures of like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Is that what we're in? Yeah,
Yes.
Fahrenheit to like 105 Fahrenheit. So,
Okay.
that's why they're good for California because we're in between there all the time.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? She says, yeah.
She's totally looking to peck my eyes out.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
We're good.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the James and Greg Show. Hope you enjoyed this episode. You know what we need you to do now?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
And then share this, like it, and comment on each video.
Yeah, you'll see lots of special guests.
Yeah, and watch our episodes. We do recaps of your favorite shows. We have little adventures, and we have special guests.
And sometimes we're funny.
Subscribe.